to go. Bad, 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 bad. A good time to go. Bad, 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 bad. A good time to turn up. We made it out of the jungle last night. Now it's time to party. Time to go.
And you're getting it right here on your best music, best talk radio station, Hit Drive Time Show.
Yeah.
Ememobong, what have you got for my people in the city right here?
All right. It's all love. I go by the name Ememobong once again. I used to be known as King Shanky Washer Beats, also known as Made in Calabar. I've been one of those artists that have been, leading the frontiers of music in this city, trying to get people out there, trying to get our sound out there. We're really loaded out here. We got a lot of stars out here, and we're making it work. We're making it work. We know what we know what we were doing before, and we know where we are right now. So we thank God. And due to that fact, I got a new album out.
Woo!
It's a self-titled album. Ememobong the album.
New album alert.
Yes, sir. With all the stars in the city. You got Chalex the Boss in it. You got Upper X in it, the one you just listened to. You got Tiger Man in it. You got Young Bone in it. You got Anye V in it. Come on, you got Texie in it. All the stars in the city and in the album, And the album is already out. We put it out on November 1st, and we're making a run for the promo.
Wow.
That's why we're
It's
here.
available on all streaming platforms.
Yes, sir. You just search for Ememobong the album, and you got it.
Okay, Ememobong the album, and you just heard one song from that album, and trust me, there's plenty more good music where that came from.
15 cuts.
It's gonna choke basically. Let me use Nigerian language. It's gonna choke. So yeah, tell us about how this album came to be.
Okay.
Let us know what is the creative message behind this particular album.
I took a break from the music industry here. I'll explain that. We have a forum called Cross River Artists Forum where we encourage our artists to not just do music. You find a craft, something else you'd like to do that you're passionate about. While you're doing that, you're building a business while you're still doing art. In short, directly from there, you find what you used to, sponsor and support yourself, And I took a break, and while I was on that break, I was building up the beats for the album. And when I was done building the beats, I reached out to Tiger Man, who's my friend and also one of the best sound engineers in the city, and we started baking the album. It took me a year to make all the beats and more, and it took us about 8 months to get all the recording and the mixing and the mastering and get it top notch. Calabar has really grown from where it used to be. It was difficult for us to play our sounds and turn up the volume because the kicks are going to tear in the speakers. But right now, Calabar International Artists, we're taking over. So that's yes sir. So that's how the album came about. I took a break and came back, and I had to come back really, really strong.
Definitely. So yes, the message for the people who are listening to this album, in one word, or maybe you could say in a sentence.
Yeah.
If you could tell someone about this album, what would you tell them?
The culture.
Ooh, culture.
The culture.
It's about culture. Now, something about the city. Like I recall this growing up in Lagos, and hearing people talk about Calabar. There was always so much praise.
Yeah.
There was so much. The food. I mean,
the women. Don't miss that. The women, they're beautiful. They're lovely.
But absolutely beautiful women here. They're too many for the eyes.
Yeah.
It's one thing that we are very proud of here.
Yeah.
The culture, the food, the environment. Yeah. One thing I love about the city is how green it is.
Yes.
Growing up in Lagos, how rowdy it is. Very rarely would you find greenery like there is in the city of Calabar. So I'm sure it helps creativity.
Yes, right? I think so because in other cities they've struggled so much industrializing the city, trying to turn it into a concrete jungle like America. But now the reverse is the case. Everybody's looking for greener pastures.
Right.
Global warming and everything.
Literally.
Everybody's looking for the green now, and we have that green. So our city stands out in every aspect.
So the creative process of this song. Walk us through the creative process for you.
Okay, I'll say this openly. Towards the middle of last year, I had a surgery, and while the whole surgery was going on, I was making beats in the hospital.
Wow.
In fact, I'm a buzz that bubble. This record with Upper X and Chalex the Boss, I made the beat the eve of the surgery. Yeah, so I was going through pain, and I due to my experience, I know how to convert pain to energy, productive energy. So each time I'm under pressure, I even work better. So the album came out of all of this pressure to work and going through medical issues, and I conquered and I came out of it. If you listen to this particular song, it's called Bad. I was in a bad spot, and now I'm in a brighter spot. So it's all a transitional period for me, and it was great. So I thank God, I thank Hit FM for giving me this opportunity to push this.
So I mean, that is what I never I never expected that.
I'm a miracle man right here. I should have been dead, bro.
Absolutely. The message, the meaning.
Yeah.
It has a more, because I'm someone who leans more to the message and
Of course,
meaning.
yeah.
And sing as it's not, the name is not just people write songs, they write songs, oh bad, she's bad.
No.
Or something like that. The
No,
message.
the message is that we came. It's not just about me though. These artists that are all in this album, we are evolving through a struggle to get the world to hear our voice. And we thank God for the government of the day and the event department, Honorable Double E, Effiong Ekpenyong, JP, and his entire team. For the government to pick that team, they have a focus and they have a dream for us, and they are making it work. Literally speaking, where we were last year, and this year, it's progressively grinding forward. And this album pushes everything about that sound. Even from the album cover, I'll give you an opportunity to see the album cover. It's something wonderful. It shows that Calabar is trying to take over the world by just a still picture. That's it.
Interesting. That is just beautiful. If you're listening right now, it's still the Hit Drive Time Show. It's Work Wednesday, so I really do appreciate you, MM, for sharing, that motivation. Because what I always like to do is motivate the people. Because it's Work Wednesday, and I like to motivate the people to, go harder, work smarter, and all those things. So it's nice that you have that message.
Thank you so
from
much.
The Hit Drive Time fam. I really do appreciate that. And
Thank you.
It's nice to hear that story of you, coming out of something that seemed like a really disadvantaged position, and you came through and you were able to, make something beautiful out of it.
It's all God at work.
I'm telling you, that is like I'm doing double check.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That is phenomenal. So yes, who can we expect on this album? I know, we have Calabar's Finest.
I like to.
You really wanted to.
I'm not just pushing myself out there. I made mention that we have entertainment platforms here, and the most productive and viable platform here is the Cross River Artist Forum, and we are all members of that Cross River Artist Forum. So anybody listening to me that wants to do music, you just find your way, go join Cross River Artist Forum, and you get the best. You have access to all the stars. And on the album, the entire Calabar international artists, the biggest ones you have in the city. Chalex is on the album, Upper X is on the album, Young Bone is on the album, and UV is on the album, Tiger Man mixed mastered the album, Parts for Peace, Dr. Rizzi, Tegzi. Come on. We got a lot of stars on the album. Heavy hitters, though. Heavy hitters.
So here's the deal. MM in that album has created something for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay? Everyone has their fan. Everyone has who they support. Everyone who they appreciate their music. And so...
Good market value. Yeah. We're merging the market.
It's kind of like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, but in music form.
Yes, sir. You can say that again.
So if you like rice,
you go for rice.
If you like beans, go here. If you like big laps of chicken,
you go there. It's all there.
I mean, that is what has been served in this album.
It's all there.
Ememobong, the album.
Thank you.
The name of the album.
Yeah.
How did you settle on that name?
Okay.
And, what other considerations did you have?
Okay.
If there were any.
Okay. The last time I was here a couple of years ago, I was with Duke Emmanuel. Shout out Dukey. I know you're listening.
Sure.
One love, bro. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So he asked me a question. Why do you keep changing your name? And I said, you look at the artists out there, they keep evolving. Snoop Dogg, Snoop Double Dog, Dogmaster, excuse me, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Combs. You keep evolving. So as you metamorphose,
I'm not sure the Diddy reference was actually.
I don't want to go that way. All right, but professionally though, that's what I'm talking about. 50 Cent came up with 50. We keep evolving. No, so I had the name Ja Rule in secondary school because I used to, dance for Passion 4 and I used to mimic Jaru's voice.
sure.
And when I became a professional dancer, I dropped the Jaru name and I was working for Passion 4 Carnival Band with Andy Ekpo and Robert Ekpo, Pope, the whole team.
Yeah.
And I took the name Shanky. Shanky is an acronym for my personality: shadowy, heartily, authenticity, novelty, Kingsley, Yuppie. That's my personality. So from Shanky now, I grew into a producer too, which is Washer Beats. So I merged Shanky with Washer Beats.
Okay.
Washer Beats makes the music that Shanky performs.
Okay.
And after that, I noticed, I keep metamorphosing into a better personality. So Shanky,
Shanky the artist.
Shanky the artist, and Washer Beats his producer.
Ooh.
You get that? Now Shanky needed a manager, so I came up with King from my real name. So King goes out and negotiate as Shanky's as Shanky's manager. Then Shanky goes and perform the music that Washer Beats produced.
So how many are we now? Are we like 5?
3. We're 3 guys in one, the Holy Trinity there.
Wow.
So I noticed that there are some artists outside, the country. When internet exploded, they go by the name Shanky.
Okay.
Shanky. There's a Tanzanian artist that is Shanky. The people. So I wanted to drop the name Shanky, and I had to pick my local name, which I know was going to be difficult for people outside there to have, which is Ememobong.
Wow.
So I dropped King, I dropped Shanky, and I picked Ememobong. But Washer Beats is still the producer. He's still alive and making all the beats now. That's how I came up with the name.
So badge, did you make it?
Yeah, that's me right there.
Interesting.
That's Washer Beat right there. People find it hard to believe though.
It seems like something that was seen on a Snoop Dogg record.
Hell yeah. I evolved from listening to Cash 11. Cash 11 is the record producer in Lagos that used to work with Two Shots, Rugged Man, Twali, that was his record label then. Nice, ID Kabasa, that whole circle. That was the click. So that was where I learned how to make beats. Then I had to just keep that craft down and get better at it before I bring it out.
The sound is very unique.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to you.
Thank you so much.
I listened to it and I was like, whoever produced it, I didn't know it was your alter ego.
It is I.
It
is Washer Beats. This right here is Ememobong.
So yes, before we round up, what is in the future for you? What's in the future for Ememobong? What's in the future for Washer Beats? What's in the future, for your career, your creativity, your craft? For the people listening.
So the government of the day, like I said, they're doing their best to make sure once we get to the end of the year, the best of the best in the city get some money in the pockets, good money to push themselves forward. Yes. And I want to encourage that because that has gone a really long way to, help a lot of artists find what to use to kick up the year as it's beginning. And that being said, next year is going to be better than this. Next year is going to be better than this. And the years ahead are going to be better than this. And I'll tell you, everything we're doing right now, we are being futuristic about it. As you see, I keep metamorphosing my personality. Yes, we keep looking at that. That's why we preach Calabar a lot. Some of us, try to fake it a bit, say, I come from Lagos, but meanwhile, you're here with me in Odikan. Come on, bro. So we have to push Calabar. The dream is to blow the city. It has gone far beyond blowing just one person.
Definitely.
We need to blow the city. And once we blow the city, you have an army of artists flooding in Lagos. We become exports. Right now we are admiring the fact that they are importing artists and they pay them higher than us. No trouble, no now the government of the day is looking for a way that they can engine us to become the exports.
Wow.
And that being said, the future is really, really bright for us. Thank you so much.
I wish you all the best going forward. I can't wait to hear the great news. If you're listening right now, you go support the album.
Thank you so much.
The album. Support the city of Calabar. Support the culture.
Yes, sir.
Because our own is our own.
Our own.
No one can take it away from us.
My friend Icebox used to say, Atimbo no fit ever de Lagos. Come on.
Your
own is your own.
If you get it, you get it. Okay? If you get it, you
your
get
own is your own.
So there it is. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for tuning.
Thank you so much for, really elevating and uplifting the city and encouraging the people. Any last words for the people, the artists in the city who are struggling and saying, no, the city doesn't support me? That's what you have for them before we round up? Love.
Support your own brother's craft. When you see your brother's craft on the media, go click, go like, go comment, go share. Do it. You know, they say there's no love in the city. Who said there's no love in the city? Change your circle. Come on, bro. There's love in the city. See what you're doing for me here. See what Duke, see what Hit FM is doing for me. It's all love. It exists, yo.
Absolutely,
Just
absolutely.
love, show love, and preach
We're
love.
always going to be here to celebrate. We're always going to
Thank
be
you
here
so
to
much.
support you.
Y'all are doing a
Every
great job.
single second.
Thank you.
Because I love how I love the close knit and support culture that we have here. It's something that gets lost when you're in this very big city,
Yes, sir.
this urban jungle where everyone is trying to dog eat dog world. So
Nah.
yeah, it's nice to see. And yes, I wish you all the best going
Thank you so
forward.
much.
I hope to hear more from you.
You're gonna
I
hear
hope to
it.
more from Washer Beats.
Yes, sir.
To hear more from Shanky as well.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yes,
Thank you so
it's
much.
nice we played twice, and because we're best music, best soul for a reason. We just had a great conversation with Ememobong,
Yes, sir.
who is has offered this album here, a part of himself,
Yeah.
part of his story,
Yeah.
and I'd like for every single one of you Hit Drive Time fam to go support and to go stream, to go listen, and yes, celebrate the city of Calabar because this is our very very own.
Chee.
And yes, we love that. So thank you very much.
Thank you so
Ememobong.
much for tuning.
All the best to you.
Thank you
And
so
yes,
much.
Like I said, if it's nice, we play it twice. So
Yes,
give it
sir.
bad.
Bad.
He has Ememobong, Upper X, as well as Charlotte the Boss on this track. And
Chee.
this is a celebration of getting down when you getting up when you get
Get
knocked
down.
Stick around, people. The Hit Drive Time show continues. I'll be right back.
That was a great one, though.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Nice conversation.
No, it's good.